So Bitcoin has reached $70,000 and then took a fat dip down to about 60k now as of this recording. Quite a few people that are new to cryptocurrency may be wondering what is going on. Is the bull run still on? Has this been the top? And are we entering a bear market? The short answer is no, I don't think so. But the long answer, I think, justifies a video. So in this video, I'm going to be going over some signs that the best gains for Bitcoin and the altcoins are still to come. But before we get into it, please drop a like and subscribe to this channel because I'm only a small YouTuber and any little bit of support helps out a lot. So as I mentioned, Bitcoin is sitting around $60,000. It hit a nice all-time high not that long ago of a little under 70,000, and now we're seeing a little bit of a rebound upwards. A nice green dot appearing on the 4-hour chart for Bitcoin. So potentially we could be rebounding pretty much by the time this video comes out. Or this could be the end, guys. It could be the end of Bitcoin. Like, it could go to zero today. But I'm going to show you a couple of things that indicates that we're nowhere near the top of a bull run. And there are some pretty decent reliable charts that have historically predicted when the top of the crypto cycle has been, and it doesn't look like this is the top by any means. So this right here is the graph on Google Trends, which basically tells you how many people are searching for a search term. In this case, it's Bitcoin. As you can see, there's about 33% of the all-time high in this year, and the all-time high was around May. The mid-May pump that I've been speaking about in terms of like meme coins and so on was kind of like a bull run within a bull run. It was kind of like the peak of retail mania, and ever since then it's only been a fraction of the retail interest that we have now. It's literally a third of what it was during May. So like the retail interest in Bitcoin is nowhere near at its peak. In fact, it's substantially lower. The price movements in Bitcoin right now is mostly to do with institutions and whales. It's not really much to do with retail. But when we factor in the end of a bull run, which is the topic of this video, the end of the bull run is characterized by a huge interest from retail. Does this look like we're at the end of a bull run? Like, is this the peak of retail interest? I do not think so. For context, here is the stats of people searching for Bitcoin during the 2018, at the end of the 2018 bull run. You can see it's just an absolute immense spike in interest in Bitcoin and cryptocurrency at the end of the bull run. Compare that to the interest that we have now in Bitcoin, you can see it looks nothing like the end of the bull run of 2018. In fact, the mid-May pump was only a fraction of the peak of the 2018 bull run, so it's like we were quite a few months away from the end of the bull run in my opinion. One other famous indicator for cryptocurrency cycles is the stock-to-flow model. Now, Plan B invented stock-to-flow model. Quite simply, it compares the amount of circulating supply with the amount of what is being created. In this case, Bitcoin mined. Now, according to this graph here, we should be above a $100,000 Bitcoin according to the averages that is given by the stock-to-flow model. So even now, we're pretty underpriced. And when we get to the end of a bull run, we usually go way above this blue line. We go way above the stock-to-flow average. Keep in mind, this blue line is at $108,000 a Bitcoin. And at the end of the bull run, we're predicted to go over that line. Is this 100% accurate? Like, a lot of people have been thinking, is the stock-to-flow model valid anymore? Have the rules changed? Is this a working theory? Well, as you can see thus far, it's been pretty accurate during the 2018 bull run. If it goes under it, it pretty quickly rebounds and hovers around the average during a cycle run-up. Plan B, the inventor of stock-to-flow, basically said that we're looking at a $90,000 plus Bitcoin during November. Now, if that's going to happen or not, it's still on the table. Right now it's looking a bit unlikely, but you know, this is crypto and crazier things have happened. This right here is the Pi cycle top indicator for Bitcoin. And, you know, this has been quite predictive in the past. And looking at this indicator, we can see that there was a huge correction during May. And since that point, the cycle has been rebounding nicely upwards, kind of like what it was in the 2014 bull run. You can see there was a big correction there, and then it rebounded upwards. Our peak here was about 65,000, so if it repeats this again, we're looking at a $130,000 Bitcoin, which aligns with stock-to-flow's prediction for December. So one of my favorites is the rainbow chart for Bitcoin, and you know, I've spoken about this on my channel quite a few times, and of course I find this to be a very relevant indicator in terms of a market cycle. The color of where Bitcoin is in relation to the rainbow chart has been pretty descriptive in terms of if it's overpriced or oversold, and in this case we're pretty much smack bang in the middle, like we're in between the yellow and orange band. So as of now, like, I mean, let's be real, it could go either way, but by no means is this an indicator of a top. Each cycle that we've seen thus far with cryptocurrency, we've seen Bitcoin go to the red band and sometimes even going beyond the red band. In fact, not long ago, we actually went under the blue band before this bull run started. And how amazing would it be if we actually get to this red band here? Like, we're looking at what? We'd be looking at around a $200,000 Bitcoin by December. That being said, there's a theory going around that each market cycle of cryptocurrency is going to last longer than the last. And, you know, I think that is the case, to be honest, because if we look at the bull runs of the past, the bull runs last longer and longer. In this case, I would say the top would start to form around February of 2022. And at that point, I think we'd probably get to like 130k plus for a Bitcoin. Now, by no means is that like guaranteed to happen, but going off what has happened before, like, I think this bull run is going to last until 2022, going into Q1, maybe getting into Q2, but you know, I think that's kind of stretching it. But you can see with your own eyes, like, according to the rainbow chart, we're nowhere near the top here. Like, we're pretty much in the middle. Like, we're in neutral territory right now in terms of if Bitcoin is overbought or undersold. So the rainbow chart isn't saying we're at the top. The pi cycle indicator isn't saying we're at the top. Google Trends isn't saying we're at the top. Stock to flow model isn't saying we're at the top. None of these indicators that have been pretty damn reliable thus far are saying that we're going into a bear market right now. So if you're new into crypto and like you're a little bit worried at the sudden price drop of Bitcoin, this is nothing unusual. Bitcoin has historically corrected many times. Bitcoin has big 20, 30%, even 40% corrections at a given time. Right now, this correction is quite tame, to be honest, compared to the other corrections that we've seen during this bull run. Nothing I see looks like we're at the top and we're going into a bear market. Like, the retail interest that is characteristic of the end of a bull run isn't here. Like, it's just smart money that's moving their cryptocurrency around right now. Well guys, if you enjoyed this video, please drop a like and subscribe for more videos like this. This is Zero Waiting, signing out.